So I keep finding out more information about Michael Oher and the Tuohy family. So look, y'all, I've seen so many people wondering why he coming out now and saying this now. Why is he just now talking about this now? Why is he just now coming out about this now? Why is this the story now? Why is he doing this now? He must have ran out of all of his money. He must have just, misused all of his funds and didn't manage his money properly. And now he wants some money now. So now he's coming out and talking about all of this now. I'm not buying it. All right. Let me explain to y'all why Michael Oher is just coming out and talking about this. So, Michael Oher is moving forward to the second phase of his life. He's writing a book. Okay? He's done playing in the NFL. Now he's going to the second phase of his life. He's writing a book talking about his life story, so on and so forth. Now, in the process of him making his book, I'm sure he came to find out about the conservatorship because the conservatorship allows the Tuohy family to still have control of Michael Oher's name, image, and likeness. Right? They still that conservatorship allows that family to still have control of those things. And so in the process of him writing this book, he found this out, right? He found this out earlier this year in February. He hadn't known this for years. He hadn't known this for a long time. When he first signed the conservatorship papers, he was under the assumption that it was adoption papers. He trusted that family because he stayed with them for some time. He thought they were looking out for him and they were just trying to make him a part of their family and give him some familial rights to them. And that was not the case, okay? So he blindly signed those papers, you know what I mean? Trusting, being so trusting of the Tuohy family. Now he gets ready to write this book. It comes out, no, they have a conservatorship over you, Michael. If you write this book, the funds are going to go to them. They have control over this. So he's like, hold on, wait a minute, what? And so now his world has been turned upside down because he finds that the family that he thought was really just loving and doing things out of their kindness of their heart, they had ulterior motives. And they had them from the start. Okay, now here's a piece of information I found out that I was not aware of. Do y'all know Michael Oher was already a 5-star recruit when the Tuohy family took him in? Do y'all know that? The movie had it seem like Michael was not playing football at all, like the Tuohy family introduced him to the game of football. You had the little bitty son, SJ. SJ's little ass, like his little ass, teaching Michael Oher how to block and shit. Making him watch videos and teaching him how to block. His little ass don't know how to block at all. That was not the case. Michael Oher was already a premier talent in football when the Tuohy family took him in. In fact, I can argue, it's really no argument about it. It's clear as day. That's the reason why they took him in. Because they knew he was a talent. They knew his potential, his earning potential, based upon him being a 5-star recruit. That was an investment taking him in. Okay? They knew if we take this young brother in and we hone him and we embrace him and give him all type of hugs and love, he's going to make mega millions and we can benefit off of that, right? We can gain some revenue from this young man, which is ultimately what they did. Now y'all know he went to Ole Miss, the Tuohy family's alma mater. Y'all think they got him to go to that school and they didn't get nothing under the table for that? I guarantee you they got bread from him signing to play with Ole Miss. Because that family urged and pushed him in that direction of their alma mater. Right? He went to the SEC. SEC college football is big money in that football. Okay, these programs want to be top tier elite programs. Players were getting paid under the table for the longest. I don't think Michael got that bread. No, the family did. Okay, families were getting money for the longest. And because recruiters and, certain coaches get money under the table for pushing recruits to certain schools. So the Tuohy family got that, right? Then you come out and like you said, we find out he wasn't getting any royalties off of the film at all. And the movie is about him, but all of the Tuohy family members, including the Tuohy's biological children, were getting royalties from the movie, but Michael Oher was not getting any royalties, right? And what's really crazy is that SJ, I guess Sean Tuohy Jr., he went on Barstool Sports. He did an interview with them. I'm talking about y'all did an interview and wasn't answering any of the questions directly at all. Like I'm talking about spinning the questions all around, literally doing mental gymnastics with the interviewers, like avoiding the questions and all of that. He fumbled the interview with clear as day. And he was trying to spin a narrative in favor of his family, but in the end, he ended up contradicting his family, right? Sean SJ, the son, in the interview, he claimed that he made about $70,000 off of the movie. Now he said he himself made $70,000. When his dad came out and said that basically each individual family member was only paid $14,000, right? His dad came out and put out a statement indicating that each family member was only paid $14,000. But here SJ talking about the junior, the son, he talking about he got $70,000. He himself got $70,000. So somebody lying, right? Because now you're making your father look bad. Y'all stories are not on code with each other. You know, he should have left this interview alone. He tried to come to make his family look good. And in fact, it showed that they are not on the same page. And they lying about some information. As we all know, right? They're not on the same page. It's going to come back to bite them in the butt. I believe this family made millions off of Michael Oher in that film. Made millions off of him, right? And they got paid handsomely. While he got his riches from his hard work in the NFL, but he didn't get what he was owed from that movie because the movie is only possible because of Michael Oher, his talent, his drive, his desire to get to the NFL, and he made it, right? His desire to be an exemplary football player, which he already was before he even knew the Tuohy family, right? They got him in the movie looking like he's just so uneducated and dumb. The brother's well-spoken and been well-spoken before they even took him in. Like he was just this illiterate, downtrodden Negro who the white family had to just put their arms around and take him in and show him the civilized manner in order to be an astute young man, right? In order to be an upright, forward-thinking young man, they had to just give him all the love and embrace because he was just so uncivilized and so uneducated and so illiterate. None of that was true. You know, and he not suing, like the reason why this is all going on, he's suing to end the conservatorship, not to get the bread back for real. Even though he knew and found out they took all the royalty money, he trying to end the conservatorship so he can make money off his name, image, and likeness with his book. It's not even about I want the money back for real. He doing this because he know he cannot make money off of his name and his story because they got him under a conservatorship where they take control of those financial assets, which is some bullshit, right? Because in the movie, you know, SJ, Sean, you know, he coming and doing his interview, you and your family made it seem like y'all love Michael Oher as a son and as a brother, right? As a brother and as a son. Now, how did y'all make sure y'all were paid off of his story, but then make sure your other family, the other son in the family, how y'all make sure he wasn't paid? Because he in the NFL, he don't deserve that? That's his bread off his story. What the fuck? You know, that's when you find out everybody is your brother. Everybody your brother, everybody your son until it's time to do right by you, okay? You got people that call you a brother, cause you like a son to me. And a lot of times it could be true. But a lot of times we see a lot of that is false stuff because you find out when it's time to do right by you, they do some shady shit, you know? I don't care how many years they took him in and housed him. They're not entitled to funds from his image and likeness because they took him in for a little while, okay? That's his story. His story, right? And they're a part of it, but a lot of them parts of the story was false. They make it seem like they introduced him to the game of football. He wouldn't have known his football athletic ability if it wasn't for the Tuohy family. He was already a 5-star recruit, already a top talent already. They wouldn't have taken in a 5'5", 130-pound black kid off the street. Hell no, they wouldn't have. The only reason they did it with Michael because they saw dollar signs. A chance for them to profit. And they were marketed, or, you know, their image in the movie, they were just this good, wholesome Christian family, just good old Christian folks, just trying to do the right thing for the downtrodden Negro man who doesn't know his true abilities. And, you know, this firecracker of a white woman in the South, she's going to whip this young Negro into shape and whip this young illiterate Negro into shape to make him realize he is somebody and he knows what he can do. And he has a potential to be all that he can be. All that shit, man. Come on. For real. You know, like SJ doing that damn interview, Sean Tuohy Jr., it made the family look worse. right? He can't answer no question at all, you know. But the reason why everything is coming out to light now, why he's saying it now, because he's suing to end the conservatorship, because it allows the Tuohy family to have control over his name, image, and likeness. He like, listen, man, I'm done playing. I want to make money off of the story that I had, off of my, my how I persevered to go to college, to be academic, to be an academic All-American in college, to be a great football player in college, and to get drafted in the first round. That's his hard work and sweat equity. Okay? He should be able to get money off of that. And it shouldn't have to be going to the Tuohy family. But when you find out you've been betrayed like that, you thinking that y'all family now, they coerced you into signing something at 18, and they did it at 18 so that the state wouldn't get involved with the situation, right? They conveniently waited until Michael Oher was 18 years old so the state wouldn't have to be involved in the conservatorship. Listen to what I'm saying. They waited till he was 18 so the state wouldn't be involved in the whole situation. And he's just so trusting of these people. He just signed it. You know what I mean? You trust and you think they good folks. They coming to you like, oh, we love you. We love you. You're one of ours. You're one of us. You're one of the family. You're a son to us. He trusted him. Okay, these people love me. Let me sign off on this. And look what it was. It was some BS. You know? So yeah, man. It's crazy, man. As Jay talking about, he got 70,000. When your pops say y'all got 14,000 apiece, who lying? Now I know you got more than that, goddammit. All right? Trying to think you gonna make your family look good, you made them look worse. Y'all was on some bullshit. Use that boy. Y'all saw him as an investment, right? And y'all wanted to make sure he saw that all the way through. Let's make sure he sees this dream to be an NFL player. Let's make sure he sees it through without any distractions. So we're gonna take him in and make sure he got some clothes and all he needs. So that when he gets to this NFL and he's on the road to glory, we're going to get everything we want. And we're going to reap all the benefits that we can get from this situation. So we're going to make sure he doesn't go astray. He doesn't stray off of this road. He keeps looking forward, keep going down the way he's supposed to go. We're going to block out all the distractions and keep him on the road so that we can get our pockets lined up greatly. Which they didn't have to do because the story depicted in the movie, they were caked up. So why y'all want to steal from that young brother? Why y'all want to profit off of him? Why did y'all pray? They really preyed on him. So when in the movie, when you see the NCAA counselors and people, they coming to check and see what the relationship is between Michael Oher and the Tuohy family. And in the movie, Sandra Bullock. And really, man, Sandra Bullock played the role so good. She got America crying and all tugging at the heartstrings. People were believing, oh my God, this was a great film because Sandra Bullock can act the ass off. Sandra Bullock up in there with goddamn Tim McGraw. Okay? But yeah, anyway, Sandra Bullock made it so good, she won like an Oscar or a Golden Globe, which one of the two offered in the movie. Right? She acted so good, she sold the story, we believed it and ate it up. I know I did. Right? But you're like, no, man, Leanne Tuohy and them was shiesty. They used that boy, man. And they knew, hey, we gonna profit and benefit off of him. This is an investment that we gonna make sure it goes all the way through. So we can line our pockets up. Some people were like, well, they were already wealthy. So I don't care if they were making money. That don't give them the right to steal some money and use it and manipulate a young man into thinking y'all really family and you really just using him, sucking up some income from him, trying to reap all benefits, not out of the kindness of your heart, but because you want to make a profit off of that young man. That's all that was about, man. Had that boy under a conservatorship. That's what Britney Spears got going on right now. She's under a conservatorship. So, man, yeah, it's quite crazy. It's wild. But I really wanted to explain it to all the people. Why is he just now coming out now? Well, coming out now because he wrote a book. He wants his funds and the money from that. And he don't want them able to take anything from him. So he's suing to end that conservatorship. And he discovered the conservatorship in the process of him making his book. Because they can possibly take the money from it. So you're looking like, no, I don't want them having control over any of the assets or anything I gain from this book, any of the revenue I gain. So we gonna make sure this shit is ended, right? Not because he just, I lost all my money I needed. No, I won't. And even if he did, who gives a fuck if he did lose all the money? Who cares? He still should be given the money that they took from him with the royalty checks, okay? And they should be called out for being dishonest people, dishonest, manipulative. What's another word I'm looking for? Conniving individuals. It wasn't for the love of him. It's for the love of their pockets, man. Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm out. Peace.